The year was 1865, and the winds carried whispers of dark magic through the villages of southern Africa. In the shadow of the Drakensberg Mountains, a young girl named Nomsa stood accused of summoning storms with a mere glance. The elders claimed she had stolen the breath of a newborn child, leaving only a withered husk in its cradle. But was she truly a witch, or just a victim of fear and superstition? This is the untold story of the witchcraft trials of southern Africa, where justice blurred with horror, and the line between healer and monster vanished in the smoke of burning huts. Nomsa had always been different. She spoke to the spirits in the trees, brewed remedies from roots, and knew when rain would come days before the skies darkened. The villagers respected her gifts, until the droughts came. Crops withered, cattle sickened, and children coughed blood. Desperate for answers, the chief's advisor pointed a trembling finger at Nomsa. "She has angered the ancestors," he declared. "Only fire can cleanse this evil." That night, a mob dragged her to the sacred baobab tree, where the elders conducted the Muthi test. A potion of ground bark and hallucinogenic herbs was forced down her throat. If she vomited, she was innocent. If she convulsed or confessed under its influence, she was guilty. Nomsa's body writhed as the poison took hold, her whispers twisting into screams. The crowd erupted. "She admits it," they cried. By dawn, her fate was sealed. Nomsa's trial was not an isolated event. Across southern Africa, from the Zulu kingdom to the colonial courts of the Cape, thousands faced similar accusations. European settlers, already wary of indigenous spiritual practices, weaponized local fears. Missionaries preached that African witchcraft was Satan's work, while colonial officials used the hysteria to control rebellious tribes. In 1894, a Xhosa prophet named Makanda was tried in a British court for bewitching a farmer's sheep. The evidence? A charm pouch found near the flock. The judge, ignorant of Xhosa cosmology, sentenced him to hang. But as the noose tightened, Makanda laughed. "You fear what you do not understand," he spat. "The ancestors will have their justice." The trials relied on cruel, theatrical methods to expose witches. In Swaziland, suspects were forced to lick red-hot knives, innocents burned, but witches were said to be unharmed. In Mozambique, Portuguese colonizers used witch detectors, crude devices that supposedly vibrated in the presence of dark magic. Yet the most infamous test was the Saswood ordeal, borrowed from West Africa. The accused drank a toxic brew, survival meant guilt, the gods protected their own, while death proved innocence. Bodies piled up. Historians estimate that between 1850 and 1920, over 20,000 people were executed as witches in southern Africa alone. By the 20th century, the trials waned, not because belief faded, but because the cost grew too high. Entire villages were left with no healers, no midwives, no guardians of oral history. Today, remnants of the hysteria persist. In 2008, a Limpopo mob burned a Sangoma, traditional healer, alive after a child's death. Modern laws against witchcraft exist in several African nations, a chilling echo of the past. But the truth is far stranger than myth. Many witches were simply wise women, queer individuals, or political dissidents. Their real crime? Defying power. Please make sure to hit the like button, share, and subscribe for more interesting stories that teach us about the mysteries in history.